Hello and welcome to Jimster 586's Data Destruction Shop. As you can see here, we have a couple of hard drives that I have already taken the screws out, courtesy of my handy dandy screwdriver set here. It's one of the best $30 I've ever spent. This thing can handle just about anything, including your higher security bits that they use in elevators, amongst other things. But before we try to open this drive up, this one seems like it's going to be the easiest. I'm going to try not to break it like I did the one earlier. I don't have a way to power it. I thought I did, but it's not going to work. Let's see if we can't just kind of throw this little switch here and put a light on the subject. That's right. It's a Diesel Ducey style preheat fluorescent light. This actually has Diesel Ducey's name all over it because the next time he comes up here to visit, this light right here is going home with Diesel Ducey. I had to put a new starter in it. This is the one that featured in a video of a fixed preheat light. It hasn't been running in a while, so it's the first time it took a bit to kick on. Now, we're going to see if we can get inside this Mac store. So what I'm going to do is try and set the camera at an angle because I didn't bring my tripod down with me. Epic fail. Actually, let's see if we can do this with the camera. Probably not, but yeah, I'm going to set the camera down for a minute. Now we're going to see if we can get inside this hard drive using a flat blade screwdriver. Seems like it wants to come apart. It's pretty loose. I'd like to show you the inside of one of these without having to destroy it in the process, which is the mistake I made last time. We're going to try not to make that same mistake again. Probably not seeing a heck of a lot right now. Don't really have much to show you. This is an old obsolete hard drive that has all sorts of data on it. The easiest way to protect yourself in a case like this is to destroy the drive. Even with reformatting, somebody can still get information off of it. As you might be able to see, it's opening up, but still don't have the right angle here. So let's see what we can find. Let me get the camera here. Let's see what we can find in Jim's tool chest here. Oh, I don't really want to use a hammer. Of course, I don't have much light right here. I'm going to be fixing that. I have another preheat light fixture that's going to be mounted like up here to hang over this tool cart that's sitting in my parents' basement. Used in my parents' basement, I should say. Wrenches galore. Big pop wrench. That's not what I need though. No, that doesn't help. Actually, set this down for a minute. I may have just found my weapon of choice. Maybe. Ever have that problem where you just can't find the tool that you want? You kind of know what you need and you just can't quite get it there? So how are we going to get into this hard drive? This camera wobbles on top of my tool cart, which I got from my dad. They're cleaning out their house. That's where this homemade workbench came from too. Not this black and orange one, but this wood tool bench. I remember this when I was a kid. It's kind of a homemade job. Alright, I set this down again. Let's see what we can do here. I don't know if you can hear the... I tried to put the microphone up here. I don't know if you can hear the preheat light buzzing or not. part 2 of breaking into a Maxtor hard drive. As you can see, I peeled it like a can. I'm sure the people at Maxtor would love this. It's an old drive, old IDE style. Not the jiggling a little bit. Sorry about that. You can see the platters down in there, and that's what your data is stored on. If you didn't know that already, you can see the read-write arm over in there. That's what reads across those platters, and that's what your data is on. It's a 2-platter drive. You can see the controller down inside there telling the read-write arm what to do. If I had the correct power supply and switch and whatnot, I could still power this drive. I don't think it would work very well, but I could power it. There's your old IDE pin connections, your 4-pin electrical adapter, and the circuit board on the bottom of the drive. Try to hold that steady. It's a standard computer hard drive, older style. Again, there's your read-write arm, and there are your platters. So I'm going to try and get the top off the rest of the way without destroying the platters and that, or the mechanism that they're sitting on, the spindle in the center there that you can see. Oops. Play right so you can see what I'm looking at. And we'll go from there. So there may be a part 3, or if not, thanks for watching. Part 3 of dismantling a hard drive. There you can see my fingerprint on it, clear as day. As I say, these, once I drop it, these platters here are what your data is stored on. The read-write arm is still intact. As you can see, I've peeled the top pretty good with a pair of vice grips. But this is still intact. I have not destroyed it, which is what I wanted to show you. And if what's inside your disk drive, inside your PC or your Mac or whatever kind of computer you're using, that's kind of what's in there. That little orange ribbon you see down there is the controller wire, I guess you would call it, from the board telling the read-write arm what to do as it writes or reads the information on these platters. Now, to completely destroy the drive, I would take the platters out, scratch them up really good on both sides to make sure that they can never be read again, or bend them up with the vice grip or something. The idea is to keep anyone from ever reading this drive again. So that's what I've got for you. Again, I'm sure the folks at Maxtor would love to see this. They'd probably be laughing because this is an old drive that's never going to be read again. So that's all I've got for you. Thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed this little piece together attempt to tear apart a hard drive without destroying it yet. So that's it. Thanks for watching.